Snub-nosed snowspeeders speed across the scintillating, sparkling snow. Say that 5 times fast. Zen, all right, boys, fan out. Remember, each corpse is worth 100 credits. 500 if you find them both. Hobby, what do we get if they're alive? There is a brief pause, then all the pilots burst into laughter. Hobby, I almost had you guys, didn't I? Zen, what if they're alive? Man, that's a good one. His console beeps, holy. Deck, what? Zen, you're not gonna believe this. I'm picking up something. Not much, but it could be a life form. Hobby, okay, nobody panic. Even if one of them survived, there's no way they both did. Zen, right. They'd have to have some sort of shelter, oh, man. I don't believe this. As the snowspeeders fly over the plains, they approach a shelter built in the middle of nowhere. It's a giant sand castle. The radio crackles with an incoming transmission. Hands, morning. About time you lazy bee *stards showed up. Zen. Echo Station, this is Rogue 2. I got some good news and some bad news. Hands, and get a medical team down here, Marcus is still alive. Zen, cancel that, Echo Station. There's no good news. Int. Rebel Base Medical Center. Robot surgeons attend a mass of electronic equipment. Marcus is submerged in a Bacta tank, thrashing about in delirium. Hands is talking to one of the medical droids. Hands, so you think he's going to be all right? Droid, yes, sir. He is recovering nicely. Wait a minute. The oxygen level in his bloodstream is dropping rapidly. It's almost as if, hey. What do you think you're doing? Get away from those knobs. Hands looks over to see R2 messing with Marcus' oxygen supply. R2 squeals and runs away. Int. Rebel Base Medical Center Recovery Room. Marcus lies in a bed, weak but smiling. His face shows terrible wounds from the Wumpa's attack. Stinkio, Master Marcus, it's so good to see you fully functioning again. ARTOO, Fweep Fizzle Deedle Do. Translation, you win this round, Streetwalker. But your flunkies can't protect you forever. Marcus, what did he say? Stinkio, air, that it's, good to see you, functioning again. Hands and Chunky walk in. Hands, hey, you're looking better. In fact, you look strong enough to pull the ears off a Gundark. Marcus, what the hell's a Gundark? Hands, you know, one of those things. The ones that have ears that are really hard to pull off. Marcus, you made that up, didn't you? Hands, did not. And remember, that's 2 you owe me now. Marcus, fine. Whack. Whack. Marcus, there. All paid up. Hands, ow. The door opens, and Princess Lee enters. Hands ducks behind a crate. Lee, oh, calm down. I'm just here to see how Marcus is doing. Hands, really? Sure you just don't miss me? A flying object nails him right between the eyes, OW. Lee, I never miss. Especially not you. Chunky starts rolling around on the floor laughing hysterically. Hands, trying to stop his nosebleed, laugh it up, fuzzball. But you didn't see us in the South Passage. She expressed her true feelings for me. Another flying object between the eyes, OW. Stop doing that. Lee, well I guess you don't know everything about women yet. She leans down and kisses Marcus full on the lips. A few audience members who haven't seen ROTJ start cheering and are immediately beaten up by the other audience members and sold into slavery. Several seconds pass and Marcus and Lee are still locked in a passionate kiss. A Ronto from Patootie passes in front of the kissers, blocking the action from the audience, and the ghost of Been There MC Nobi appears to Marcus, giving him a stern look. Bin, Vio, hey Marcus. Marcus, Vio, Bin? Bin, Vio, no, Gandhi. Who else talks to you like this? Marcus, Vio, I'm a little occupied right now. Couldn't this wait? Bin, Vio, no. Look, you gotta stop wasting your time here and get your end over to Dayglobah. Marcus, Vio, look, old man, do me a favor and get lost. You're just jealous because you're dead and I'm getting some. I got an all-drained girlfriend now, and in case you haven't noticed, that's a pretty rare commodity. What do you think about that? Pause. Marcus, Vio, that shut him up. Pause. Bin, Vio, hey numbskull. Marcus, Vio, what now? Bin, Vio, you realize you're Frenching your sister? Marcus, Vio, whatever. Bin, Vio, I'm serious. Whack. Bin, Vio, ow. Ligon, Vio, you're not supposed to tell him that. Even I know that. And you. Stop kissing her, for God's sake. Whack. Marcus snaps out of the kiss. Hands and Chunky and staring with their mouths open. Lee clears her throat, straightens, and walks out the door. Hands, I know I should feel jealous, yet for some reason I just feel really, really sick. Int. Hot Rebel Base Command Center. Rickon looks up grimly from a console screen. He calls over Lee and Hands. Rickon, Princess, we have a visitor. Lee, if it's about my credit card bill, I'm not here. Rickon, no, I mean we have a different kind of visitor. Here, listen. A controller turns up to volume, and a garbled transmission is played over the loudspeakers. It sounds like a lot of dogs are barking in the background. STOMPTROOPER, faintly, hello, can you hear me? This is Stomp Trooper THX 1138-3263827 with an urgent message for Imperious Command. Message is as follows: I'm cold. I'm really, really cold. Get me off this godforsaken planet. End message. Stinkyo, sir, I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. It could be an Imperial code. Everyone stares at Stinkyo. Hands, you didn't understand that? What kind of interpreter are you? Stinkyo, well, hopefully, I speak Yuak. Whack. Hands, like that'll ever come in handy. Come on, Chunky, let's go kill whatever it is out there. EXT hot snowplains day. The Stomp Trooper is shaking so hard his armor is clattering. Hands cautiously pokes his head over a ridge, and the trooper spots him. Stomp, oh, thank God. Please help me. I surrender, unconditionally. Chunky sticks his head up over the ridge behind the Stomp Trooper and chucks a bottle of steak sauce at him. The Stomp Trooper looks at the sauce dripping down his chest, and then at the drooling dog team. Stomp, oh. The dogs pounce on him. Suddenly, the Stomp Trooper blows up. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Int. Hot Rebel Base Command Center. Lee and Rickon listen intently to the comlink. Hands, over calm, afraid there's not much left of it. Lee, what was it? Hands, Stomp Trooper with a dog team. I didn't hit it that hard, the guy writing this must have a really sick mind. Lee, it's a good bet the umpire knows we're here. Rickon, why? Lee, because we have to have a plot. EXT Space Imperious Fleet. 5 Imperious Starwhackers sit in the vastness of space, dozens of smaller bowtie fighters darting about them. The Imperial March blares from the speakers. With a flourish of trumpets, the camera pans down to reveal nothing. GL, I said pan up. Cameraman, sorry. The camera quickly pans up to reveal Darth Vacuous supersized Starwhacker. For only an extra 59 credits, the trumpets belatedly hit the high note again. Int. Darth Vacuous Supersized Star Whacker, Bridge, Main Control Deck, Section A, Row 15, Seat 5J. Darth Vacuous, Lord of the Sith, surveys his fleet from the bridge. Taped to his back, faded and torn, is the kick me sign. Captain Pyatt hurries up to the squat, evil-looking yet handsome in a rugged sort of way Admiral Nozzle. Pyatt, Admiral Nozzle. Nozzle, really? What a coincidence, that's my name, too. Pyatt, no, Admiral, it's me. Captain Pyatt? Nozzle, yes. John, isn't it? What's up, old chap? Pyatt, I think we may have something, sir. The report is only a fragment from a stormtrooper in the hot system, but it's the best lead we've had. Nozzle, stormtrooper? I thought we were using probe droids. Why am I always the last one to find things out around here, Ted? Pyatt, well, we ran out of them, sir. Nozzle, ran out of what? Pyatt, probe droids. Nozzle, well then send out some stormtroopers. Come on, Steve, do I have to think of everything around here? Darth Vacuous comes up behind them. Vacuous, you have something? Nozzle, I do. Pats his pockets in confusion. Okay, I need a hint. Is it bigger or smaller than a bread box? Pyatt rolls his eyes and shows Vacuous the footage of the stormtrooper B************************************************************************************************us, so? Pyatt, well, that's it. Vacuous, where's the proof? Pyatt, starting to sweat, well, Nozzle, that's it. That's the system. Vacuous and Pyatt look curiously at him. Vacuous, are you sure? Nozzle, sure as I am of anything, Bill. That's the system. And I'm sure Streetwalker is with them. Vacuous rolls his eyes behind his mask. Pyatt throws him a come on, just humor the old fart look. Pyatt, gently, Admiral, there are so many uncharted systems. It could be smugglers, it could be. Nozzle, smugglers, you say? I had an uncle who was a smuggler. At least, we thought he was a smuggler. Always talking about spice. Of course, he claimed he was a chef. Had to turn him in. Terrible story, Tom, just terrible. What were we talking about again? Captain Pyatt pauses in the act of lifting a hip flask to his lips. Pyatt, rebels, sir. Nozzle, yes, rebels. They're in a hot system. Unless, that's what they want us to think. Eureka, that's it. Matt, what's the coldest system around here? Pyatt, the hot system, sir. Nozzle, really? Strange weather in this part of the galaxy. Must be El Nino. That settles it, Ken. We're going to the hot system. After all, we have to have a plot. Vacuous has been raising his hand for the famous choke move thingy, but he stops at the Admiral's last words. Vacuous, I'll be damned. I think he's on to something. Set your course for the hot system. Int. Hot Rebel Scum Base Transport Bay. The Rebel Scum captain issues instructions to two of his lackeys at the entrance to the main transport complex. Rebel Scum Capt, I don't know what you kids have heard, but rest assured, when the S*** goes down, I ain't gonna be nowhere around, you hear what I'm sayin'? Lackey 1, man you ain't got to tell me twice, homeboy, you know I got my S*** together. My starfighter fueled up and ready to go. I can't believe that broad, Lee wants us to fight off a whole Imperious fleet, is that ch crazy? Lackey 2, kiddo, why do you even care? If that girl wants to go down with the sinking base, that's on her. The Imperious forces is gonna come down on us like hard rain, destroy everything in its path, kill all men, women, and children. Rape all farm animals that we have stationed here. Violate our protocol droids in a sacrilegious and filthy manner. And do you know where I'm gonna be when all this is happening? Lackey 1, where you gonna be at, you lackey? Lackey 2, while he's snickering, I'm gonna be resting comfortably at home, and just in time for cornflakes. Int. Hot rebel scum base main hangar deck. Alarms sound. Troops, ground crews, circus performers, White House senators and droids rush to their alert stations. In the midst of this tension-filled activity, Hans does some frantic welding on the lifters of the Millennium Bug. Hans finishes his work and speaks to his CO pilot. Hans, into his comlink, okay, that's it, try it. The sight of small explosions rocked the area where Hans is at. Hans, oh, sh***, turn it off. Chunky. Turn it off. I'm on fire. Oh God, help me somebody. An officer goes to get the fire extinguisher and rushes to put out the fire. He shoots the foam at Hans but misses him completely. Meanwhile, Hans is still burning. He stumbles and falls off the ship. Officer, damn. I think I need to get some glasses. The officer rushes to the area where Hans is and finally sprays him with the foam, putting out the fire. Hans is laying still on the ground. Hans, struggling to speak coherently, will somebody please get me some help, I seem to be in quite a lot of pain. Officer, sir, are you okay? Hans, my entire body is burnt beyond recognition, with smoke coming out of my skin, what the do you think, huh? Do you think I'm okay? The officer pauses for a long moment. Hans, struggling to move, but still wincing in pain, answer me, you retarded bot ************. Do you think I'm okay? The officer motions like he gonna answer, but he remains still. Hans, never mind, just please go, and get help in the medical center. Oh, God, the personal problem, it's returning. Officer, I think I better go and get you some help, sir. Hans, still mumbling while he's feeling himself, oh, God. The personal problem. Int. Rebel Scum Base Medical Center. Marcus dresses in readiness for the evacuation as his attending medical droid stands by. Medical droid, with the voice of Star Trek 7 of 9, sir, you must understand, it will take a while to evacuate the T-47s. I find this course of action to be highly irregular. Marcus, well, forget the heavy equipment, there's plenty of time to get the smaller modules on the transport. Hey, where's my pack of Winstons? Aw, forget it, gotta cut down anyway, cigarettes will kill me. Marcus walks to the small table and grabs a small package of marijuana and puts it in his flight jacket. Marcus, well, I'm off to see the wizard. Medical droid, sir, you are going into battle. Marcus, looking stupid, as usual, oh, yeah, I knew that. Medical droid, sir, I wish you luck. May you assimilate the day and tell the imperious forces that resistance is futile. Marcus. Int. Vacuous Star Whacker, Vacuous Chamber, Meditation Cubicle. The Dark Lord sits brooding in his meditation chamber. General Lear enters, yet does not have the courage to interrupt Vacuous meditation. After several seconds, Vacuous still hasn't moved or said anything. Lear's, softly, my lord? A soft snore issues from within the black mask. Lear clears his throat loudly, and Vacuous jumps up. Vacuous, don't touch my stuff. Lear's, my lord? Vacuous, huh? Oh, right. Resumes menacing demeanor, what is it, General? Lear, the fleet has dropped out of hyperspace. Comscan has detected an energy field protecting an area of the sixth planet of the Hot System. The field is strong enough to deflect any bombardment, but strangely enough, not big metal walking tanks. Vacuous, angrily, the rebels are alerted to our presence. Admiral Nozzle came out of lightspeed to close to the system. Lear's, well, he said he wanted to make a collect call to an old friend. Vacuous, he is as stupid as he is senile. And clumsy. As stupid as he is senile and clumsy. Or is it as senile as he is clumsy and stupid? Oh, he's a frickin' moron. General, prepare the troopers for a surface attack. Leers, yes, my lord. He salutes and leaves. Vacuous activates a huge view screen showing the bridge of the ship. Admiral Nozzle is standing in front of the view screen, with Pyatt slightly off to the side. Nozzle, Lord Vacuous. The fleet has moved out of lightspeed and we're preparing to. Vacuous stabs a button on his armrest. A trapdoor opens in the floor right next to Nozzle. Nozzle, what the hell? Vacuous, damn. Hey, Pyatt, a little help here? Pyatt, yes, my lord. He shoves Nozzle into the pit. Nozzle, aff. Vacuous, that's better. Captain Pyatt? Pyatt takes a long stride back from the pit and looks around to make sure no one is standing next to him. Pyatt, yes, my lord? Vacuous, make ready to send down the troopers, and deploy the fleet so that nothing gets out of the system. You are in command now, Admiral Pyatt. Pyatt, really? Cool. In that case, you're fired. Vacuous, what? Pyatt, look, I appreciate the promotion, but we can't have you going around killing officers all the time. I'm afraid we have to let you go. Vacuous, I meant that you're in command of everyone else. Not me. Pyatt, oh. Vacuous, hey, I think you dropped something. It's about a foot behind you and a few inches to the left. Pyatt, looking anxiously at the outline in the floor, no, I didn't drop anything. Vacuous, oh, yes you did. Pyatt, hey, look at the time. Sorry, gotta go. He cuts the connection and wipes the sweat off his forehead. He reaches for his hip flask, only to find it empty. Pyatt, damn. Officer, sir? Pyatt, yes. Officer, well, me and a couple of the other boys have discovered something that really helps you on the job. It's called coffee. Pyatt, coffee? Officer, yes, sir. Really keeps you on your toes. I can bring you up a cup, if you want. Pyatt, hell, yes. One mistake and Vacuous chokes my A****. Get me a cup. No, make it a whole pot. On the double. Officer, yes, sir. Int. Rebel Base main hangar deck. Lee is addressing a group of assembled pilots. Lee, the heavy transport ships will leave as soon as they're loaded. Only 2 fighter escorts per ship. The energy shield can only be opened for a short time, so you'll have to stay very close to your transports. Hobby, 2 fighters against a Starwacker? Lee glares at him. Lee, for everyone else, yes, but for Flight Lieutenant Smarta *** here, it'll be 1 fighter against a Starwacker. Anybody else got any questions? Silence. Lee, that's better. Now, the snow cannon will fire several shots to make sure that any enemy ships will be out of your flight path. Well, everyone except Mr. Loudmouth over there. Hobby mumbles something under his breath and kicks some dirt. Darling, okay, everybody to your stations, let's go. EXT hot ice plane, snow trench, day. Rebel troops carry heavy bazooka-type weapons and position them along a snow trench. Officers shout out orders. Off to the side, 2 old men sit on a porch, watching the rebels' frantic preparations. One sucks on a corncob pipe, while the other is whittling. JEB, looks like there's an invasion coming. Zeke, yup. JEB, you reckon it's the Empire? Zeke, yup. Int. Rebel Base Command Center. Princess Lee and General Rickon are standing nervously in front of a display screen. Rickon, their primary target will be the power generators. Whack. Rickon, ow. Lee, idiot. Prepare to open shields. EXT space. A rebel transport and 2 fighters speed away from the planet. Int. Imperious Starwacker Bridge. An Imperious controller approaches the ship's captain. Controller, sir, rebel ships are coming into our sector. Whack. Controller, ow. Captain, I'm not blind, you idiot. Now move us in closer. Controller, are you sure, sir? Captain, of course. It's 2 fighters against a Starwacker. What could possibly go wrong? Int. Rebel Base Command Center. The Starwacker moves into a giant crosshairs on the screen. Only other chick in this movie besides Lee, nail his at SS to the wall. EXT Hot Snow Cannon. Several rebels aim a huge catapult filled with a giant snowball. At the leader's signal, they fire. EXT Space. The snowball goes flying past the rebel transport and hits the Starwacker, which begins tumbling out of control. The rebels start to cheer, until they notice the even bigger Starwacker that was hiding behind it. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar Deck. Pilots, gunners, and troopers run to their stations. Announcers, over loudspeaker, the first transport is away. The first transport is no, wait. The first transport is in deep SHT. The first transport has just been shredded by turbolaser fire. The first transport is no more. It's deceased. It's died and gone to meet its maker. It's run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. It is an X-transport. Marcus runs across the deck, putting on his flight helmet. His gunner, a fresh-faced kid named Deck, is reading a pamphlet titled, "So You're Going to Be Flying with Marcus Streetwalker, 6 Steps to Prepare Yourself to Meet Your Maker." Marcus, hey, Deck, all ready? Deck, yep. Told my wife I loved her, got my will all in order, made sure the life insurance policy has been paid up. Think I'm ready. Marcus, you fill out an organ donor card? Deck, yep. Marcus, okay, then, let's go. EXT Hot Ice Planes Sports Desk. 2 men wearing expensive suits sit behind a news desk. They both look at the camera and smile. Howie, hi, and welcome to the latest installment in the ongoing rivalry between the Imperious Power Troopers and the Rebel Freedom Fighters. It's shaping up to be a great battle here today, isn't it, James? James, it sure is, Howie. Now, the troopers have won the coin toss, and they've elected to attack. Hardly a surprise, considering the stellar offense they've had this year. They've been nearly undefeated, losing only 1 battle to the Ender Fuzzballs. Howie, that's right, I believe their head offensive coordinator was choked to death for that. James, he sure was, Howie. Should have read the fine print in that contract a little better. They both laugh. Howie, okay, let's go to Diane, who's in the rebel trenches at the moment. Diane? EXT Hot Ice Planes Snow Trench. A woman holding a microphone in one hand is addressing the camera as troopers rush past her in the background. Diane, things are tense down here in the trenches. There's a real air of anticipation. As you know, there is an intense rivalry between these 2 teams, and the Freedom Fighters are anxious to break the losing streak that's been plaguing them this season. Wait a minute. She holds a hand to her ear. Diane, we've just received word that Imperious walkers have been spotted on the North Ridge. Looks like this battle's about to get underway. EXT Ice Planes Sports Desk. James, all right, Diane, thank you for that report. We'll be back with the opening shots in just a few moments after this. Stick with us. Announcer, VO, this battle brought to you by the Citizens for Palpatine Committee. Remember, a vote for Palpatine is a vote for order. And, by Dr. Pepper, just what the doctor ordered. In another separate scene, one more lost scene to put back in the film. Int. Rebel Scum Base Control Room. 2 officers are at the control monitor, looking at the flashing light and beeping sound, knowing that their rebel scum forces are in great peril. As we see many other officers and assorted crew members scurry about, sounds of the monitors and other equipment is still flashing and beeping. Yes, the monitors is still flashing and beeping uncontrollably. I mean, it's still going and going and going, with its loud flashing and beeping and flashing and more beeping. Jesus, there's even a couple of annoying chimes in here. Stop it, stop it. Stop it with that flashing, beeping, the noise is gonna kill me. Stop it, G asterisk asterisk D asterisk 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 your black computer hearts. A helm, okay, I'm back to normal. Anyway, things are looking tense. Controller, sir, we need more support for the snow speeders. Controller 2, we can't get Jack, because our budget is low enough as it is. If we gonna supply any more ships, we need the approval of General Rickcan, only he can save the day. Controller 1, then there is no need to worry. I just thankful that our leader in general is brave and fearless. He doesn't know the meaning of the word cowardice. I bet you he is commanding the troop as heroically as he always does. Int. Rebel Scum Base, General Rickan's private quarters. Inside the chambers of the world-renowned warrior general, we find our courageous and brave hero in deep thought on the events that happen at the moment. Rickan, sobbing and crying uncontrollably, oh, God, why? Why, me God? What have I done to deserve this? I don't want to die a pointless and retarded death. My men, they look up to my leadership. Crying and sobbing even louder, hey, Rickcan, get a grip on yourself, man, you can do it. Yeah, I know you can, you're the general, everybody loves a general, huh, yeah, that was the same thing General Custard probably said when they told him over the hills, I think they're friendly Indians. G asterisk damn it. What am I doing here on this desolate planet hot? Okay, Rickcan, get a grip buddy, bring it back, stay calm. Suddenly a loud beeping is heard over the comlink, scaring the general half to death. He walks over and activates the monitor. Controller 1, voice only sir, the Imperious forces are now commencing the attack? Rickan, wiping away the tears what's in his eyes and slightly sobbing, how many are there? Controller 1, voice only, more than enough to send us all to hell, without even raising up a sweat. General, what are we gonna do? General Rickcan, hello? Suddenly General Rickan starts to sob and cry like a little biznitch. Rickan, ensign. You got to help me. I don't what to do anymore, I need guidance. I can't make decisions, I'm a general. Controller 1, voice only, sir, I got another call online, I'll get back to you later. Int. Rebel Scum Base Control Room. Controller 2, well, what did our leader say? Controller 1, pausing for a long time with his head hung down low, he said, that don't worry, he has everything under control. Knew he is thinking to himself, holy sh asterisk, we're screwed. Int. Rebel Scum Base General Rickan's private quarters. Rickan, trying to stop crying, well, at least my men have complete confidence and faith in my abilities to lead them into battle. What would the great warrior and tactical officer like Mr. Spock would say in a tense and dangerous moment such as this? I am in control of my emotions. What's it? I am in control of my emotions. The general starts to cry like a little biznitch once again. He finally realizes that there is only one way for him to handle the enormous pressure what he faces at this time. Rickan, it. I'm outta here. He begins to start packing his briefcase. Rickan. EXT hot ice plain snow trenches. The rebel scum troops aim their weapons at the horizon as explosions erupt all around them. Behind the troops, a dozen snow speeders race through the sky. Yes, folks, the suicide mission is fully on th way. A lone warrior runs out into the middle of the snowy plains with a sword in hand screaming out something. Trench officer, looking through his electro binoculars, what the hell? Light, take a look at this. What do you make of it? Lieutenant, looking through his binoculars, looks like some long-hair idiot, trying to get himself killed. Out in the snowy field, the lone warriors continues to scream. William Wallace, Mel Gibson, freedom. Suddenly, a laser blast explodes and completely blows William Wallace to pieces. Another man comes out into the field with vacuum cleaner, picking up his brains and other assorted matter. Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this. Meanwhile, the Battle of Hot gets on the way. Int. Marcus Snowspeeder,